You know what bugs me is when my toolbox looks like that, but when I'm doing brakes, my work area looks like that. I want to come up with something that's gonna basically help me stay organized for my brake jobs. Let's see what that looks like. All right, people, this is what I came up with. So just gonna show you the total weight. It's 26.8 or 26 pounds, 8 ounces. So let's move it over here and I'll give you the little tour. Unfortunately, I still haven't got done with that one. I'm still working on it for you and for myself, really. But I did finish this one. I've been doing a lot of brakes lately, and it's really been bugging me whenever my work area is just a complete disaster. So here, let me get you mounted up on the toolbox and let's go over it. All right, what you guys are looking at is a United Power toolbox or tool tray, which I bought off of Amazon. And I've loaded it up kind of strategically for the types of cars that I have in my, I like to call it my fleet, I guess. I seem to be the fleet manager for a bunch of teenagers' cars here at my house, as well as some of my own vehicles and my wife's vehicle. So, but anyway, as you saw before, like my work area is just usually a mess when I'm doing brakes. So this is what I came up with. So I guess let's just start in the top section. So we've got a Tecton, made in USA, 36 ounce hammer. We've got, I believe this is just a Harbor Freight kind of special. Anyway, so we've got gentle persuasion and not so gentle persuasion. Let's see, we've got a section over here for my brake cleaner, some anti-seize, caliper grease, and then we've got the penetrant. Let's see, we've got, okay, so I've got my cat 3/8 inch ratchet. I've got a cat spinner handle. I've got a cat 1/4 inch drive ratchet. And I thought that for my brake kit, since I have plenty of ratchets at the moment, that these are really tough little ratchets, and I'm not so worried about the back drag for the types of things that I'm working on where I'd be using these. So I thought they'd be a good addition to the kit. I've got a little 1/4 inch Williams extension. I've got a little 3/8 inch old Cobalt extension. And then what I did here is I did a 10, 12, and 14 for the Japanese oriented stuff. And then I've got a 13 for Volkswagen, and then a 17, which sometimes both Volkswagen and Toyota are going to be using. And then I've got, what do I have? An 18, which is a potential for some Volkswagen calipers, and then a 21, which jives with my Golf R. So anyway, those are the sockets that made the cut. And then I've also got a set of triple squares. So I believe 14 all the way down to 6 is what I've got. And actually, looks like those two are backwards. All right, so, and I did that because some of the Volkswagen calipers are gonna use the triple square. And then while you're in that vicinity, right, sometimes just like tightening up the whatever that sway bar, link to counterhold that was at M6 the other day. And then if you look right here on either side, I've got a space for the hangers for the calipers. And so I think, oh yeah, and then we've got T30 for, you know, for the brake rotors, those little tiny screws. I also got a 27. I'm not sure if I've run into where some use a 27, but then just like a Phillips for the Japanese stuff. And then this is a 7 for the caliper pins on the Golf R. So that that kind of takes you, oh, and then over here, and one of you guys kind of, when you saw the brake caliper compression tool that I had in my box, one of you guys recommended this, and it's been great. So for you know, for the ones that you don't have to twist in, this little Lyle, you know, caliper compressor works really good. And that lives right here on the side of the box on this magnet, right? And so let's see, let's go inside. And what do we have? We've got an Icon 3/8 inch breaker bar. We've got just a Pittsburgh flathead for pry bar duty. And then we've got the twisty in style. And what I did is I took the ones that have actually, I didn't put all of the little adapters from the kit in here. But what I did is I took the ones that I know that I've used for my vehicles and I dropped them in here, but there's plenty of room so that if I needed to drop another one in, that I could go back to that kit and drop it in. And then this is just the, you know, the rest. So the left and the right side. So that's pretty much that drawer. And then if you come around the side, you got my cat / snap-on needle nose. You've got my Utoku 4-in-1, and that's got 8, 10, 12, and 14 on it for the Japanese stuff. We've got 17, which I want to say has potential on my GX 470 for some of the bolts. And then we've got some Tecton pry bars, right, on this magnet. Let's see, come around to the other side. And we have a little Work Pro slim jaw wrench, adjustable wrench for counter holding. And then we've also got the Baco, because even though this one's a little bit thicker, if there's going to be a time that I'm going to be using this, it's probably going to be having to do with brakes. And so I thought it would be good for it to live on this box. And then there's a little bit more. So if we come around to the back side, we've got some kind of intentional choices here. So we've got a Capri 12 and a 14 double box end. And that 12 and 14 is gonna really come in handy nicely for doing like the Honda Civic type brakes, where you're dealing with a 12 and a 14 for caliper and carrier. And then that little Utoku, like once they're broken free, you get the ratcheting action. And then right here, we've got a Williams, and this one's kind of interesting. So this is a Williams USA made wrench, and this is a 14 and 17. And the concept here is that some of the Toyotas GX470 type, you might be able to use both of those, the 14 and 17, for caliper and carrier. Now, I'm not 100% sure that that's accurate, because my GX470 is not parked at my house right now, and I didn't drive over there to go check where it's parked. But I did some research just to check, and anyway, so that's why I hunted down this 1417. So anyway, for that particular vehicle, it's kind of it's a niche little wrench. And I think when I was doing some research, there's some other, between Subaru and my wife's Toyota, that could come in handy as well. So these top two are predominantly, Toyota oriented. And then the bottom two are Tekton wrenches. And it's the only two I have of this style. And these are Golf R oriented. So this one is the 13 for I want to say the front brakes. And so I've got one end to break it free, and then another end ratcheting. And then here I've got a 21 for the big ones, on the Golf R on the front. So anyway, same thing. Break it free, and then some ratcheting action, and then got the sockets to complement it, So anyway, probably not 100% kit, and I'm still gonna have to go grab my torque wrenches, and I didn't include as part of this kit the like 17 and 19 deeps for taking the wheels off, kind of thing. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, for about 29 pounds. I think it's going to keep me pretty organized, and I think I'm going to have most of the things that I need to do my brake jobs easily accessible. And you may have noticed I didn't include a flare nut wrench to do any kind of bleeding, but most of the time when I'm doing my brakes, I don't actually end up having to bleed them. So I could, there's a little bit of space, not a ton of space. There's a little bit of space where I could include one if I wanted to, but anyway, that's it. That's how this one turned out. So thanks for watching. Hope that holds you guys over a little bit until I'm able to complete my other portable box, which I've just got some more. There's been a lot of thought going into it, so hopefully by the time it is actually done, that little gear wrench, you guys appreciate the way it turns out, and I don't know, hopefully the wait was worth it. So again, Happy New Year. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one.